Hang on. Guys, bike camp was a success. Now, for one, big thank you to everybody who showed up and showed out, came to learn a little bit more about their dogs. What we found was there were people from TikTok, different people from Instagram, and people who we asked, I said, how long you been following us? About 2 or 3 years. You go, wow. So they were excited to meet us, and we are grateful for your support. And some of those dogs, I tell you, they were impressive. Did you know there was an 11-year-old dog there who I was surprised and impressed, because he got active. He got active, and they worked him through a whole process to see how far they could push him. Move. He goes to get in the way, y'all, so forgive him. As soon as somebody does something, he want to be seen, per se, come bother you. Now, let me tell you what I've learned, and then let's talk about what took place. One of the things I learned is definitely we have to improve our processes. So for those coming to bike camp, real bike camp, and this was real, starting in January, wear some workout gear, okay? Come ready to do some work. We're there to work your dogs, which means you have to be ready to work. 2, there are some people who got some dogs that maybe they were a little unfamiliar with, and was a reminder to ask the breeder more questions. Shout out to the couple who brought their Dogo out, who was about 6 months old. They told me that they couldn't even touch that dog, like his stomach or anything, for almost, I think, 3 months. And that's scary. You get a puppy that they got at 5 weeks too early, and you couldn't touch it, and then the breeder didn't even warn you. It didn't warn you. Look, we sold the guy a dog that was Czar's twin, and I said, look, this bitch is a lunatic, just want to give you a heads up. He said, I like that. And he's had dogs before, and in fact he has dogs now, and she's fitting right now. I literally just got a photo of her sitting next to his wife on the bed, or while she's doing some work. So all the dogs have a good balance, and I try to remove the drive. Second thing that I liked was there were people who were willing to come and try, and that's the guy. We'll say this: the homie that brought the 11-year-old. I know that he hasn't done what we've done with our dogs, but his dog could do, because of what it had in it, and because of Stan and his level of certainty in getting that dog active, or at least like pushing the dog got real active. Shout out to the guy who brought old King Tut out. King Tut's a lazy bum, we got to be honest with you, but he still can get motivated at times and do enough. But Tut, he's like, I got 3 in me, and then you gonna leave me alone, you hear me now? But he was actually getting pretty motivated, and they used 2 dogs, aka 2 pups at a time, to get the dogs interested. What we also saw was defense. Wow, crack the whip, dog backs up, and it was the Dogo. Dogos, Danes, a lot of those massive type breeds, they're more defensive, so you have to do almost twice the amount of work to boost their confidence, although Dogos also have been bred oftentimes with hella prey drive. So it just depends on, again, hey, do you know what you're getting? Someone says get a Dogo Argentino because that's my dream dog and it's going to protect me. But if the breeder doesn't breed a protective type dog instinctually that knows how to do it, you could be getting a big problem. And a dog that size that'll get that big and be that determined becomes a problem long term if you don't know how to manage its quality of life. And that's really what bike camp is about, is to bring like-minded individuals together who do what? Love their dogs, and even more importantly, want to take their dogs as far as they can go while enjoying. In some cases, the guy says, hey, I'm about to travel for baseball. I want to make sure the old lady's safe. I've met more men who want to keep the wife and kids safe, which is why they get a dog, but don't know what that process looks like. and in messages even, man, I'm going to get my dog doing such and such, which is why we started this thing. Come January, bike camp will last. We'll be 2 times a week, and then you'll be sent home with some homework and work on your obedience and all that other stuff. And then we'll try our best to bring the best out in your dog. What I like was that
2 times a week or a month?
Month. There we go. 2 times a month. And then we'll turn around and as we continue to grow the bike camp and support those people who want more for their dog, we'll continue to invite more people out and more breeds. I'm glad that there was an eclectic group of dogs. There was no one breed. There were shepherds, there were Mals, there was Rocco, who's a pit bull, there was the Dogo, there was the pit bull, there was the American bully per se. Yeah. And there was, I don't know if that was a pit bull or a mutt, but there was something else that was there too. And there's no disrespect. I literally didn't ask, so I just don't know. The dog that was 11's was, from what I hear, still relatively motivated. And it was good to see some of those people, again, who've been following us and wanted to be a part of what we got going on. So, what to look forward in bike camp? For one, we're going to put your dog to work, get its mind on the work that needs to be done. Second, what we're going to do is continue to teach you and potentially even put together an orchestrated concept / program for you to follow post-bike camp. Third, as I said, this is an opportunity for you to exercise as well. So you come out there, it might be, get your dog on a walk, take it down there, let it know, like a hard walk, let it know that you are, that it's on a mission. Like, we're here to do some things today. And eventually, it'll get accustomed to seeing us, meaning the people who do the work, and keeping them going. What does that look like? Well, we're going to change the sceneries too. So it won't be the same park. So we don't want them talking about, oh, I'm at the park today. No, you at a park today. That's important. If you take Ego and try all into any park, they get in the car, it's gas. They like, soon as they get out, they are turned. They like, oh, we out in these streets. Let's go. Therefore, no matter what the park is, it's about to be some fun. And that's what they look forward to. And I think that's the part that we're going to make sure we highlight the most is, hey guys, we're going to have fun. If you were there, you probably enjoyed our candor. We got a chance to talk and interview some people and just get to know people and thank them all for coming. I didn't want a lot of people to come, so it was like 4 or 5 with 5 dogs. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, people. And you don't know how much work goes into getting chewed on. So you see Jamarcus taking some bites. You see the guy Jalen taking some bites. You see Jamil take some bites. You saw Stan take some bites. Mind you, that's 4 different people getting bit by your dog or trying to get your dog motivated. Therefore, imagine you got 20 dogs out there and that's 20 bites times 2 or 3 because we want them at least to get 3 rounds and try to continue to motivate them. And we got to bring out equipment, and they're driving an hour and a half to 50 minutes. And our guy Henrik, they're driving quite some time to get to us to support the opportunity of other people wanting to do bike work and grow. So I can't thank you enough. Bike camp, again, this is just it was a success. In one of the next videos, I'll break down what to look for and things that you can do to improve building your dog's confidence. And hopefully if we've got the footage for you can we can dial it in and you can see exactly what I'm saying. People, take care of your dog.